What is up, guys? It's your boy Agent Ubeda here, and we are at our first episode, Safe at Home podcast. It's something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. This is a special episode because it's number one, first episode, and it's also a Father's Day special episode. You guys didn't think about that, did you? So that's gonna be something that we'll be targeting today. But the gentleman to my right is Mr. Vic Sotelo. So tell me if this makes any sense to you, because I have something here. Let me see. It says 36 innings pitched, 31 Ks from Caboroa, Mexico, signed by the Guerreros of Oaxaca in March 12, 2011. Wait, Anthony, is this not Vic Sotelo? No. You got the wrong guy, bro?
Wrong guy, dude.
Oh, my God. No, I'm kidding. Of course. But you know what's funny? I was looking at this, and there's a guy, Vic Sotelo, and those were his stats. And that's crazy. He's Guerreros de Oaxaca in March 12, 2011. He was signed by them. I guess he had like a small minor league career, but I just thought it'd be fun to throw it out. This is the Vic Sotelo. Talk to me. A little closer? Okay, sorry. This is actually Mr. Head Coach, Cesar CHAVEZ, Learning Academy, Division III champions. That's who we have here today, and we're glad to have you here. We'll get into your journey to becoming a champion. But before we move forward, I do want to say we're June 17th, right? So I like to do a little bit of Today in Baseball. You guys ever, I don't know if you guys ever gone to the website and done that stuff.
No.
Okay, so check it out. Today in so they have events. So you it's a great website. You type in the date, and then it'll give you events that happen on that same date of any year, and birthdays. So we got birthdays. Birthday number 1 is Dave Concepcion. I don't know if you remember Dave Concepcion.
Reds?
The big red machine.
Yeah,
yes, the big red machine. So he was actually a part of what they called the Great 8. Let me tell you who was in the Great 8. This was 1975. It says the big red machine was fully formed by 1975. Concepcion, along with Pete Rose, which should be in the Hall of Fame. Sorry.
Should be.
Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, Tony Perez, Ken Griffey, not Jr., Ken Griffey, George Foster, and Cesar Geronimo formed the Great 8 that would help the Reds win the next 2 World Series titles in 75 and 76. The Reds retired his number. He was born in 48, Mr. Concepcion. He's from Venezuela, and the guy won 5 Gold Gloves. He was amazing.
What position?
Shortstop.
Oh,
I thought you knew that.
No.
Yeah. One of the best shortstops in the 1970s. National League All-Star, 6 of 10 seasons, and 3 additional in the 80s. I mean, the guy was a stud. Number 13 was retired by the Reds. And then here's another birthday that you might know. I know you're going to know this guy. Don't tell me you don't know. Kerry Wood. Remember
Kerry Wood?
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, the Cubs.
Cubs.
Yeah.
Guys, baseball fans, Kerry Wood. I mean, you know who I think of when I think of Kerry? Mark Pryor.
Well, they played together, so
I know, but besides that, you got to remember, they were like the perfect pitcher, right? The ace for the century, the ace that your team wanted. So when these guys came together, it was gonna be like the perfect combo, and boom, they broke down.
Bartman.
It just. Oh, you're blaming Bartman for that? Oh, God.
That's what he blames. But yeah, they were Ace 1A, Ace 1B.
No, and they both got hurt right away. Kerry Wood was born June 17, 1977. Happy birthday, Kerry Wood. Happy birthday, Dave Concepcion. Kerry Wood, he had the record for, what was it, 20 Ks in one game in 1988. 98, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, 98. And then on this day in baseball, as we continue, it's not a birth date, it's a date. So something happened in 1997, which are fellow Dodgers. Check this out. The Freeway Series hits the streets in LA, and the Dodgers drive home win drive home with their first win in the Interleague Series on Todd Zeal's second home run of the game. Dodgers trailed the Angels by 1 run in the ninth, but tied it up on a wild pitch and won it 4-3 on Zeal's home run. Walk off Todd Zeal. Isn't that awesome?
UCLA.
I love this stuff. This stuff is great.
You know what this reminds me of? Sorry, to cut you off.
No.
Vince Scully used to always give today's baseball. We don't hear it anymore.
I just think it's amazing. Every time I love looking at this stuff. Before we move forward, though, I wanted to give a big shout out. So look at this. This is my version of our summer league jerseys. You guys, right? The kids are in summer, right?
Yep, summer.
So now there's no jersey. Like
dry fit.
This is a dry fit, very comfortable. Look at that. It says Ambiance Realty. Let me see. I'm sure. Ambiance Realty. Number 1. Thank you. That's my team. So it's one of our sponsors too. So Ambiance is one of our sponsors today. Thank you for Ambiance. You know, you need sponsors to do stuff like this. So that's the team I play for. And what I want here is Safe at Home Podcast is going to talk about baseball, which we all love, and at the same time real estate. So I can bring you guys, our fans, family, and everybody at home, a little bit of what it takes to do real estate, or give you the general stuff to be able to go out and buy your first home, sell your second, or whatever the case may be. Buy your first, sell your first, get another one, and just real estate is the core. I would say the core of America. And if you haven't bought a home, it's something that you're going to give it to generation. My goal is to have 10 homes before I retire. And then this way my kids can just go off of that, right? So I want to bring in Safe at Home Podcast is something that we'll talk about, like I said, real estate and baseball. And that's why Ambiance was like, we'll jump on board. We'll sponsor you. I do real estate that's my career. That's what I do. This is what I do for fun, the podcast part. But so I'm going to be mixing a little bit of both. If you guys don't mind, I will give you my expertise. I've been doing it for 10 plus years. So anyways, quick shout out to Ambiance. Thank you for sponsoring us. And also, hey, I love it. Quick shout out to our buddy, Mr. All-American. I got to bring up his address here. All-American Pancho. He's the owner of All-American in Winnetka. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, been there a few times.
Okay, so you can tell me a little bit about All-American, can't you?
Yeah, so I went there before Pancho owned it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've known about it for a while, and it's cool. They have everything. Pants. It's a tiny shop.
Yeah.
But they have everything. Everything you need, they'll find it if they can get it. But now, now that Pancho's there, I met him, and he's trying to venture out to different things.
Oh, really?
Trying to do uniforms, trying to do hats, which would give him more business. And again, it's a tiny store, but they can do a lot out of there. And he's starting his own brand. Or
he has his own Creoles. I think Creoles. Shout out to Pancho, All-American Sports Shop. The address is 2120 Satacoy Street in City of Winnetka. That's in the San Fernando Valley. We're Valley boys, so I love to support local. Pancho, thank you for this amazing dry fit summer ball jersey. I'll show you guys the back. It's got my name. It's pretty cool later. But shout out to Pancho, Mr. All-American. That's one of our another sponsor for today. So shout out to him. 2120 Satacoy Street, Winnetka, California. All-American Sports Shop. Quick fact about Mr. Pancho. It's obviously his nickname. Mr. Enriquez actually holds, I don't know if you guys knew this, the state record for JUCO baseball home runs. He hit 23 in one season.
I think if I was him, I'd wear a shirt that said that. But
I'm calling him Mr. Home Run. That's what I'm gonna call him, because we're in the valley, right? I mean, if you look at the valley in a broad aspect in regards to California, and for someone from the valley, which I'm very proud of, holds a state record for home runs in JUCO. That's amazing. JUCO, by the way, is junior college baseball, for some of you that may not know. And I think that was back in 2003. And Mr. Home Run, thank you again for the jersey. Big shout out to him. We're going to put later down the road, we'll either here or wherever Anthony wants to put his stuff. But we'll put his stuff here so you guys can follow him. And shout out to him. He has, like you said, it's a small shop, but I've been there. It has everything you need. I mean, as a matter of fact, here, let me show you this bat here. Oh, that's gonna fall. This bat here he actually recommended this when I attempted to make a comeback. It's a MLB Slugger, Louisville Slugger, and this was the model that I think Corey Seager used. So I got that there, and he has everything there. So any baseball stuff, you guys feel free, reach out to him, and shout out to him. Thank you again for sponsoring us today, buddy. Let me move that real quick. Is that gonna stay? Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So moving on, there we go. Moving on. What else we got? All right, Mr. Vic Sotelo. How? So I know Vic. I've known Vic for a while. I gotta pull words out of him. So that's what I'm trying to do here. He doesn't say much, but so you were at Fulton, right? You were at Fulton, 6 years. If I'm not, was it
7 as a head
seven
coach,
seasons? Jesus.
7 as a head coach and 2 as an
Right.
assistant
I was
before, yeah.
right, but I thought it was 6 as a head coach. 7. Okay.
7.
Okay, I remember 6, but you're the coach. Let me see here. Not only did you turn that program around, but you guys, your last 2 years, right, is when you guys was 2013 and 14, right?
14 and 15.
14 and 15. So I say 13 because that's when the school year starts, but you're right. You guys go off for the second year.
Yeah.
So 14, take me back to 14. I believe that's when you guys won league, and I mean, it looked like you guys were about to take it all, right? You got a very solid team.
Yeah, so it was going back. It was 13-14 that season.
Right.
And then 14-15
right,
was my
correct.
last one. So you're talking about 13-14.
13-14.
Uh-huh.
You guys reached semifinals, didn't you?
No, we reached the finals. That's the year we reached the finals.
That's who'd you guys lose to?
We lost to
Remind
Port
me.
of LA in the finals.
Port of LA. What was
At
where
USC.
was that? So that was a finals game.
Finals.
I thought it was I thought it was a semifinals because I went to the game.
Yeah.
But in the other division, that's a semifinal. Yeah. So that's okay. That threw me off. I apologize for that. Take me back to that team in that game, just so we can. I want to get a little bit feel about where that was 2013-14. We're in 2023, so people that don't know Vic can see where he's come from and how he got to where he's at now. Because you guys are defending champs now at CHAVEZ, which is amazing, but that doesn't happen overnight. So tell me a little bit about what happened. Anthony, what are we doing here?
That was
Anthony?
an interesting
Anthony, what were we doing here? Come on. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So,
talk to me about the championship game.
Okay.
Or just let's start in the season. Did you see that team being as good as you thought they were going to be?
I knew
that year.
I knew they had potential. We didn't know how far we can make it because we're still improving. Everybody was still improving.
Okay.
But it was probably mid-season when it took off and they started winning games. We started winning games. We started dominating, and that's what kind of pushed us into the playoffs. And I always had a hard time getting past the second round. The quarterfinals was always where I would lose.
Wow, that takes me back. But yeah, I'm not gonna go there.
So when we got to the quarterfinals, we went to extra innings and we walked it off. Oh. And that's when I was like. And that's when I was like, finally, like, okay. I'm over the hump.
Yeah.
Like, that was a hard game. Like, that was, to me, was like my championship all the time because I couldn't get past the quarterfinals.
Oh, wow. So you guys were 11-1 in league that year.
That year, yes.
Yeah, you guys were 11-1, 18-7 overall.
Yes.
And then the next year, you guys did even better. We'll get to that one. I felt like that was a heartbreaker. And okay, so you mid-season, you felt it, but then second round you broke through. Boom,
broke through.
Done.
Broke through.
And then
done.
you said what?
And then we said we're playing a team that we had played 2 years before, beat us like 16-2 2 years before.
Oh my God!
So
16-2.
Yeah. So now 2 years later, it's like I want to get this team.
Okay.
Like I want to get this team.
Okay.
And we came out, we punched them in the mouth in the beginning, scored 3 or 4 runs in the
Who
first.
was that? Can we name drop?
It was a team out in Venice, smaller school, but he had players.
They had players.
They're a Nemo Venice, and they were pretty.
Okay.
They're a team that would make it to the championship or semis every year, and they never won it, but they would always.
They're always competing,
Always there,
and
always
that was D3, right?
Yes.
So we all get this
Yes.
right. This is D3.
Yes.
We're part of we, as in meaning your team at the time. We're the LA City section, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Awesome. Go on.
So then we came out and we held on and we beat them, and then we made it to the championship, which is against Port of LA at USC, and that game it was close. Both teams were even, and it took us to the bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth.
Hello.
Runner on third, 1 out, not a comebacker. A shot to my third baseman. Third baseman dives to his left, gets it, short hops it to home. My catcher can't handle it. Guy scores. Game over.
Oh.
It was
Heartbreak City. That's what it was.
It was a heartbreaker. It was something that, till this year,
till this day.
Yeah, till this day, it just it was like a dark cloud over me. It's like
I love it.
Just because
Shout out to Anthony.
Just because I know how hard it is to get there.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get there.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, am I ever gonna get back? You know?
Wow. In regards to that, and then the next season, because we got a lot to cover, but a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
You guys were the favorite to win. Your last
Yeah.
season there, you were the favorite to win.
We had a lot of kids coming back, a lot of players coming back, and we were the favorite. And again, we played summer, we played winter, and we were beating everybody we were playing, and we're hungry. Like the kids were.
They were upset
They were upset.
They were
pissed.
Bitter.
They were bitter.
Yeah,
They were just
that
like,
bitter taste
yeah.
is there, and now you're coming back the next season. You're like, let's take it to them.
Yeah, let's take it to them.
Fast forward, because it was a fast season. I remember that, and you guys were favorite to win. I mean, you guys were the talk of the town in D3. I remember. What happens in the playoffs?
So going straight to we went into the playoffs 22 with a record 22-3, number 1 seed, favorite.
Wow.
We beat the first opponent. The second opponent was against Laces, and they had 3 good seniors, and I knew they had 3 good seniors.
Uh-huh.
We had played them early in the year, and we shut down everybody except 2 of their seniors. Those guys got hits, but we were able to shut them out 4-0.
No way.
Because nobody else got hits except for those 2 guys.
Okay.
This playoff game, these guys, they're younger guys.
Yeah.
They did damage, and their big boys came up, and they took it to us, and they beat us. I don't remember the score. Honestly, I forget the score.
Wow.
7-1 or something.
Wow.
I don't remember.
Well, to wrap it up in regards to that season.
Sorry, but they did end up winning it all that year.
Okay,
I mean,
so
I don't know if that matters, but
okay, that's something I've always thought about, right? Or struggled with. Does it make you feel better that you lost to the champion? Because to me, it's like I lost. I don't care who I lost to. I still lost, but I hear that a lot. Like, well, they did win it all. Well, so what? You didn't.
You lost.
It doesn't matter. I mean, does that make you feel better?
no.
Okay.
It doesn't, but it's a validation.
It's a valid. It's like, oh yeah,
right.
I guess I see what you're saying, but I hear that a lot. I think it's kind of funny. To finish off your career there, you 91-54.
Yeah.
You had a 623 winning percentage average, which is amazing, amazing for a head coach. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the first time you were a head coach, right?
Correct. Yeah. Ever.
Kudos to you,
Yeah,
man.
ever.
That's amazing, especially in D3. D3 is where you're developing players. It's a lot different than D2, D1, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and at that school, a lot of times I got kids that never have played, had
Wow.
never played, had never touched the
Wow.
glove, didn't know
Wow.
what hand to put their glove on. I remember a kid told me, he's like, "Oh, coach, I thought because I threw with my right, I put my glove on my
Wow.
right," and I was like,
Wow.
"How are you gonna throw the ball
Yeah.
if you?"
Which it says a lot about you, and it says a lot about the players in that team to be courageous enough to even go out there and play. Because a lot of kids say, I've never played, I'm scared. the ball's gonna hit me, et cetera, et cetera. They took it upon themselves and said, you know what? Let me try out. Let me see what happens. And that's what I want to know about Victor, because what is it that drove you to say, I want to teach them, right? Because baseball already in itself is very hard. So it's a lot easier to get these kids going into high school where they know the fundamentals, and now you're just trying to mold them to a little bit better and become a better team and maybe, somehow get a core. But you're at the high school level and you're developing their skills as you're trying to win, which has to be the hardest thing in the world. Talk to me a little bit about you growing up and your baseball history. Did you play? Where did you play? Where did you grow up? Like, how did you get this love for the game that pulls everybody? Like, I mean, you and I were talking earlier. You can be at a park, you can be at a ball game, not know the person next to you, but as soon as a good play happens or something happens in the game, you'll turn around and say, "Hey, did you see that play? That was amazing." The guy next to you will say, "Yeah, you're right," and then it just connects you right away because we know the sport, and that's what baseball does. If that makes sense, right? So, what made you? How did you get to where you're at now, where you're like, I'm gonna coach these kids versus those kids? Because it's a lot. I think. Personally, it's way harder to do what you're doing than someone in the D1. Not to take anything from D1 at all, but in a fundamental perspective, it's got to be so much harder.
So going back to what you said, that it brings people together.
Yeah.
Just alone in the championship game, I had my sister there, my girlfriend there, my brother there. You were there.
I was there.
A friend from elementary was there. My
Wow.
brother-in-laws were there. So
it just brings everybody.
It brings everybody together.
It's amazing.
And everybody was just happy.
Yeah.
For me, for the accomplishment, because it's not every day where you win. When you win, it's like I said, it's hard enough to get there.
It's hard enough to do it.
Get there, and then it's harder to even win.
So when did baseball happen to you? When did the baseball bug hit you?
So
I would assume as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, I think I was about 7, and my neighbor's like, "Hey, I have a t-ball team." Telling my parents, can he play? I was like, "Yeah, sure." My parents had no idea how to sign me up.
Yeah.
It's not in there. That's not what they're thinking. They're not thinking like, "Oh, this kid, we're gonna put him in baseball." No.
Right.
So I played with him t-ball, and then from there I just kept playing at West Valley Little League.
So you're from West Valley. Okay.
Yeah. So I played there from like 7 till I was like about 12, till the majors division, and then I stopped because I kind of fell out of love with it.
Okay.
The motivation wasn't there anymore. Honestly, I would play a lot because my dad would clean offices on the weekends.
Okay.
And it's either going to clean offices or play baseball.
Dad, did you hear that?
I don't feel like getting up and going. I don't feel like getting up Saturday at 8:00 to go clean offices. Like, I'll play baseball.
Oh, how funny.
So a lot of times it's like I like playing because of that, but then I felt out of love with it. Again, my parents weren't putting me in anything extra. I don't blame them for anything.
Right.
It wasn't fun anymore.
Got it.
It was that easy.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I just told my parents I don't want to play.
Yeah.
So I took 2 years off, and then when I was like about 14, actually when I was a 9th grader, I was going to high school.
Where did you go to high school, actually?
9th grade, I was at Sherman Oaks CES.
Okay, but, which now you play against them. You coach against them now.
Yeah.
How funny.
I didn't want to play there.
Okay. So you didn't play in 9th grade?
No, I never vibed with the school, and there was a team at Delano Street next to Costco in Van Nuys.
Okay.
And
are you talking about? Hold on. Are you talking about the Van Nuys team?
Yes.
The travel team?
No.
What were they called?
It was the park.
Right,
team.
but they practiced there. I'm trying to remember. Oh, they're gonna kill me for this. Was it the Thunder?
No, we were just.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, it was just called Delano Park.
No, I know, but there was a travel team that came out of there in the mid to early 90s that would face against the Park Bums. They would play against the Bums, and they would compete against them. They were good.
I'm
very
talking about
good team.
Spring of '99. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're younger.
Just so you know, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Spring of '99. And it was
shout out to the Van Nuys Thunder. If I'm not mistaken, that's you guys know who you are.
It was it was the only team from Delano Street, and we played at Van Nuys Sherman Oaks Park.
Yeah.
And we played against those little league teams.
Okay, cool.
But that's where I kind of fell back in love with baseball.
Okay.
It's like, okay, you know, I love it, and I felt better as a player.
Okay.
I felt like I improved.
What did you play?
That year I played third.
You're a third
I
baseman.
grew up third.
We got another third baseman in the house. We'll show you guys later. little sneak peek what's coming up. Okay, so you were 3B.
Yeah.
Did they call you Ken Caminiti by any chance?
No.
You weren't Ken. He didn't. No.
No.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought you hit
Wrong
bombs.
teams.
Okay.
No bombs.
You know who Ken Caminiti was?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go on.
You want me
Sorry.
to do a stance right now?
No. Go.
Batting stance?
All right. Okay, so keep going. You're ninth grade. You played there, and then what happened? Then
So then I transferred to Van Nuys, and I played one season at Van Nuys.
10th grade, 11th grade?
10th grade.
Okay.
10th grade.
Got it.
Same thing, third base.
Okay.
Mainly on
A
JV.
Wolf.
Yeah.
The Wolves.
The varsity was pretty good. I think that year they made it to
The Wolves.
semis
So
or the finals.
the Thunder,
semis.
the Van Nuys travel ball team. I hope I'm remembering their name. The Van Nuys Thunder. One of their two, or probably their best players, were on that team. Pinky, big lefty. I don't know if you remember him.
Do you remember his name? I know his name wasn't Pinky.
Everybody knew him as Pinky. Like the kid was
No.
Pinky, but he was like 6'1", 6'2", threw gas from the left side. Nasty. He was nasty.
In your face, sucker!
It wasn't
I don't know his name though, because I didn't play with them. I knew of him through the other friends of mine.
Tall.
Yeah, very tall.
Then I think he was on that team.
Yeah, I know he was on
He
that
was
team.
a senior in 99.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
2000.
Either or,
Yeah.
around there. Yeah.
Jose
And I
something.
think there was a Carrillo that played on that team too that hit bombs. That was part of that Van Nuys team that made it to play. That played together in the Van Nuys high school team.
Yeah, there was I
Was
remember
there
now. The
Carrillo?
pitcher's name was Jose Jimenez.
I think it
That
was.
the pitcher's name. And then
I think it was.
there was an Abel Pulido.
Oh, okay.
He was a senior.
Okay, there you
Or
go.
No, he was in 11th grade actually that year.
Okay, I don't remember.
But anyways,
Yeah, it's been a while.
that team was really
You
good.
played, so you got to see that.
I got to see that. Yeah, I stayed on JV the whole year, but
Yeah.
I got to see them, and they're
And that's a
good.
big deal because when you see that, it motivates you to be that. When the people above you are good, you're like, okay, that's what I got to live up to. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, but then I left Van Nuys.
Access granted.
Wait, Anthony, what do we got? Okay, what happened? You left Van Nuys. What happened there? What did we do there? Or what?
So
Your travel ball team in high school. Like, what'd you do after?
it doesn't really matter. No,
But did you play?
where
after Van
Yeah,
Nuys?
so I went to Taft.
Okay.
For 11th and
Okay.
12th grade.
Oh, nice.
And I played at Taft.
There you go.
And that was tough. So this is where I'm gonna get
what
to.
mascot? What do you guys?
Toreadors.
The Toreadors. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So this is where my underdog mentality blossomed.
This is what I want to hear.
This is where you want.
This is what I want to hear. Okay.
So
tell
when
me.
we're at Taft, who was in our league?
I don't know, but you guys were brutal.
Chatsworth. No. Listen to who was in our league. Chatsworth, El Camino,
Shout out to Chatsworth El Camino.
same
All the big
schools
dogs.
yeah.
West Side.
the West Valley.
The West Valley dominates
Yeah.
LA City. Let's be real. Shout out to them.
The
So
only
go
team,
on.
the only team we could compete with was against Granada. That's the only team we can compete with. during the
Compete
time.
with. And
they
Granada's
and
not
they-
a bad team
and they
either.
were winning the 3A. Back then it was
Oh.
Invitational. They were winning the Invitational
Okay.
Championship back then. They had Ryan Braun on the team.
Oh,
He was a shortstop back
Ryan
then.
Braun, local guy. Shout out to Ryan Braun. He's the one that took the MVP from Matt Kemp, right?
Yeah, he took
That
it.
1 year.
Yeah, he took it.
I
I think they should give it back.
I heard it was stolen per se, but well, that's us Dodger fans.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were
So this is where my
you were getting boat raced.
Yeah, boat raced. These teams were good. They're ranked nationally. Chatsworth was ranked nationally. Nationally.
That's when they were like the
Nationally.
national team of the year, I
Yeah.
think,
Oh,
or
03
California,
03,
right?
I think they were number one in the country.
Mustakis.
No, this was before.
This is before
This is
Mustakis.
Before Mustakis. Mustakis showed up
Who
in
was on that team then?
04. I don't remember. who.
Jesus. Okay, we'll worry about it later.
Yeah. So
Okay.
playing these tougher teams, that's when I was like, let's compete against this guy. Who cares if we're tough? Who
Yeah.
cares if we don't have the pitching or whatever?
What else you got to lose?
Yeah,
got
nothing to lose. Nothing to
Let's
lose.
go. That's
Nothing to lose.
baseball.
But I love when we're up on these teams and they're just seeing the other coach nervous, mad,
No.
because they don't want to lose to Taft. Like
You
how are we
don't
gonna
want to lose to Taft.
Yeah, how are
Okay.
you gonna lose to these guys?
I didn't lose to you, by the way, but okay.
No. So that's where my underdog mentality kind of grew. And then I've always watched sports growing up. The underdog was always fun to root for.
Wow.
And that's where it kind of, I guess, it stemmed. That's where it started.
Amazing. And that's what I was trying to get that. I'm like, there's a specific person that'll do what you're doing. So I want to congratulate you for that. This year, so you did Fulton, then you went you ended up at Silmar, right, with Coach Rivera for a year, right, JV?
Yeah. Remember? So actually, I wasn't really interested in coaching. I was always watching kind of from afar, and my girlfriend, she's like, "Hey, there's an opening at Silmar JV."
Okay.
Like, okay. I've heard of Ray. I have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
Silmar's not that far.
Ray.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray. Silmar's not that far.
D2 champs. D2 champs?
D1 champs.
Oh, D1. I'm sorry.
D1.
You know the whole.
I know.
The whole
Open division. D1, D2,
I'm sorry, guys, but when I was playing, it was all different.
It doesn't matter.
They're champs.
They're champs.
Silmar champs.
Yeah.
Champs. Right? You got to get on the show. Join us. I'm inviting you now. Let's go. All right. So you went there, and so now you're moving up in division. It's a whole different level of play and a whole different level of expectations as well.
Yeah. So I just wanted to coach.
Right.
So when I showed up, I just told him, like, what do you want me to do? Like, this is your program. What do you want me to do? He's like, just coach. No paperwork, no grades, no discipline. Just coach. I was like, that's awesome. That's what I want to hear.
That's awesome.
That's it. So that's what I would do. I'd just show up, train the JV, practice with them, and then play the games. And then he wouldn't really tell me anything, like feedback wise. And I would ask him, like, "Hey Ray, like, so what do you think? Like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to change anything?" He's like, "I'm watching. You know what you're doing." That's all he's gonna say with me. He's like, "I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing."
That's dope.
I'm watching.
Yeah, there's some type of coaches that will pick you apart and tell you verbally, and some will just take it in and will come in, and it seems to me that he's the type that will come in when he needs to come in. If that makes sense.
Yeah, he's a man of few words, but
yeah. So when he speaks, you listen.
Yes.
That's it, because it's going to be important.
Yep.
That's amazing. And then you went to now where you're at now, which is CHAVEZ, in the city of San Fernando. Now, that being said, I want to talk. So we did it real quick. I got to bring in the producers are in my ear talking about we got to bring in the real estate stuff. So today we did today in baseball. Now we're going to do today in real estate. So today in real estate, we're going to talk about rates. Rates. What does that mean? So when you get a mortgage, you get a certain rate, a mortgage rate for your house, right? So that's going to determine what you're paying on a monthly basis for 30 years typically. I'll talk about rates. Market is closed today, so we'll go off of yesterday's rates. FHA program is at 5.75 to a 6.1 rate. That'll determine, like I said, what you're going to pay on a monthly basis. FHA programs are typically for your first-time buyers. Any first-time buyers trying to get a house in the San Fernando Valley or anywhere in California. I'm licensed in California, not just the Valley, but I specialize in the Valley and the surrounding areas. FHA program is a great program for you also to get a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex. So great investment. I guarantee. I highly recommend you get an FHA program for your first fourplex multi-unit. VA rates are at a 6.0 to a 6.1. VA is what? Veterans, military, ex-military, active military. They get special rates. Personally, just, I wish they'd get even better rates than anybody, because, I mean, for what they're doing for our country, Jesus, like, give them even a better rate than the next guy. That's just my opinion, but that's neither here or there. VA programs, if you guys are even part-time military, you guys do qualify, contact us. We can help you guys get a home. VA programs are even a step above the FHA program in the sense that you guys get a house for zero down. A veteran military, not a lot of people don't know this, you can get a house for as little as $1,000. I'm sorry, but some people can't even get a car for $1,000, right? So why wouldn't you get a house for $1,000, guys? And then we're going to go our conventional rates are a 6.50 to a 6.8. That's more for someone that maybe already has a home and is trying to buy a second home. If you want more information about this, contact us, DM us, real estate, and I'll be able to assist you guys with that. Someone in my team will contact you. So that is today in real estate. We just went over our rates. Back to you, Vic. So the city of San Fernando, that's where you guys are located. It's a fairly new school compared to all the other schools. I want to give you a few quick facts of the city of San Fernando. What do we have here? So there's a memorial park in honor of Cesar Chavez. I don't know have you been to that park? I don't think I've seen that park.
No.
Wolfskill Street and Truman. George Lopez is from San Fernando. I'm sure everybody knows that. George Lopez played San Fernando High, right? Very famous comedian. George, if you want to come into my podcast, please do so. Probably never hear this, but hey, what do you know? Paula Abdul is from San Fernando. I don't know if you know Paula Abdul, singer, actress back in the days.
She went to Van Nuys.
Well, she might have gone to Van Nuys, but she was coming from San Fernando.
Originally.
And here, I want to talk a little bit about our market in San Fernando. So our market in San Fernando, the medium household or house purchase price, the medium purchase price in San Fernando is about $750,000. So if you live in San Fernando and you want to get a house, you're gonna probably start looking around $750,000. For some of you homeowners that have a home in San Fernando and have had it for a long time now, you might have bought it for about $400,000. Your house might be worth about $750,000 plus. That means you guys have equity there. If your house, if you look at your mortgage right now, and your rate is higher than what I explained, which was anywhere between 5.7, and 6.8. If it's higher than this, contact me, because what I'll do is I'll help you guys lower your rate. And what's that going to do? Hello, it's going to lower your payment. So a lot of people do this. We just pay our mortgage on a monthly basis, which is great, but we're not looking at the numbers. If you bought your house 10, 20 years ago and you need some money, there's equity in there. It's what we call equity. So if you bought your house for $300,000, it's worth $750,000 now. Jesus, that's $450,000 that you guys can pull out and invest to a second home. Or maybe you want to pull out that money and make your house bigger, make it better, whatever the case may be. That's what I'm here for. Contact me, DM me, real estate. I'll help you guys out. But in today's market, I actually pulled this out today. Look at the prices on these homes in San Fernando. I mean, I love the valley. It's 90% raza right there, right?
Yeah.
Right? Look at this price on this house. It's $929,000. That's almost $1 million home in the city in San Fernando. That is amazing. You guys should be very proud of yourselves. You have a lot of equity there if you've been there a long time. Para la gente latina, llámeme, les voy a ayudar. Aquí estoy para ayudarles. Hablo español también, so no se preocupen. $929,000. We have a home for look at this house, for $585,000. I said $750 is the medium range, right? That means there's houses below. For $585,000, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's 612 square feet. That's a tiny home.
It's a home, though.
It's a home, though.
It's a home.
I've sold homes there. There's one in DeGarmo, 1404 DeGarmo Street, going for $798,000. It's funny, I just sold a house in DeGarmo a few months ago. Anyways, the city of San Fernando is a great place to be. If you guys are looking to buy in San Fernando, contact me. I know the valley. I'll help you guys out. First-time buyer programs, et cetera, et cetera. If you're looking to upgrade your home and you want to sell your house, that's actually what I specialize in, selling. But my team and I will help you if you're trying to buy. We've been doing it for years, so don't worry about that. Looking to buy and sell in the city of San Fernando, contact us. It's a great city. And back to you guys, Cesar Chavez Learning Academies. Tell me a little bit about how you got this job, which is a great place to be. Division III baseball again. Last year was your not your first year. Was it your first year last year?
No, my first year was
before
the pandemic year.
Yeah, before. That's what I was gonna say. Either before COVID or during COVID.
Yeah.
But last year, you guys went like from 0 to 60.
Yeah.
From last year to this year. And that's something that impressed me a lot because it reminded me of Fulton, because that's what you did with the Fulton program. Can we get some claps there, Anthony, for Fulton program and what he's done? Thank you. You guys went on a hot streak. I think you guys won 6 in a row, right?
At the end, yeah.
You guys won 6 in a row. Your program, your record wasn't something that screamed at me. You guys were 15-14, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. I saw you guys play Poly, at Poly, and this is where the divisions kind of they're different, right? You see the level of play. Not to take anything away from anybody in the lower or whatever the case may be. I don't want anybody to get offended by that. But there is levels of baseball. It's kind of like saying, high school baseball is the same as college. There's no way. It's completely different. So in the high school level, we have these divisions where, players are, teams are ranked, etc. So I saw you guys compete against a Poly team. Now the score might not show it, and that's okay. And I know that you knew that when I was there. You were looking at this game, and correct me if I'm wrong. You went into this. It's funny because I'm like, he probably knows he's gonna lose, but he did not give one shit. Excuse my French. He was looking at it like, let's take it to him and see how much I can make him sweat, which is kind of like what you were referring to. And in your division in D3, I think that's what helped you guys out because you guys did very well this year against the stronger teams like the Polys. So when it came to playoffs, I mean, this is amazing. You guys in the semifinal games, you guys mercied them.
We mercied every team.
And you mercied the championship game, right?
Playoffs, yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. Yeah. That is not an easy thing to do because what happens in baseball, some of people that played the game, a lot of teams, what we do is, as players or as a team, we play to your level, right? So you have a really good team here. And then they're going to play another team that may be down here per se. And then this team starts playing like this team, right? Yeah. And then what happens is it doesn't help this team get any better,
no,
right? So what I'm saying is if you guys are so-called at this level and then you go to play against this team, you guys can be like, you know what, we're going to get roped today, so whatever. But you guys are the opposite. You guys are here and you guys are like, hey, I'm gonna go up to their level and I'm gonna try to kick their ass because they're trying to kick our ass. Yeah. And that's what made you. I think that's what made you guys so much better. So when you played your competition D3, it was like, bro, are you kidding me? Am I right?
You're right. Yeah, yeah.
That's what you. But that starts with you.
That's what you do during the season. Like that's what I do during the season.
Right.
It's like let's try to take it to these teams. Let's learn from these harder teams, and come playoffs, it's like this is our time. It's our time. So I always tell my kids, don't give them anything.
No
walks, errors. You're giving them stuff. You're giving them bases. You're giving them runs.
Right.
In playoffs, we didn't give them anything.
Right.
Nothing. They were defeated from the beginning because it's like they had no chance.
That's crazy.
We weren't giving them anything. And I always tell my kids, if they give us an inch, we'll take it. And we don't give them 1 inch. We don't give them anything.
And that's what you do good. So tell me a little bit about CHAVEZ. They actually almost won their first title in 2013-14 season when they lost to Van Nuys.
Correct.
Your old school, one of your old schools, at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Which I was actually there. So back to our shout out to Inside the Diamond. Well, you guys, if you don't know, I was the host for Inside the Diamond in 2013-14, and it was an amazing time. It was it's what brought up it's baseball and journalism, which is what I love to do. It's for another day, but they almost won their first title and they didn't. So this year, you guys won their first. You brought up home their first title in CHAVEZ. So you're the first team to win baseball
at the school.
At the school. Yep. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anthony. Anthony's falling asleep over there. Come on, big dog. Let's go.
So CHAVEZ made it to the finals in 13 and 15. Actually, they got walked off. It was a walk against Van Nuys in 13.
Okay.
And then in 15, because I watched the Van Nuys one, and then in 15 they lost to Lincoln 3-0 at Dodger Stadium.
So they lost twice at Dodger Stadium.
Twice.
Heartbreak City.
Yeah.
And now you guys won it. This time it was at Glendale Community College.
Yeah.
Okay. It was an amazing time. I was there. Talk to me about the beginning of this year and then how you guys ended up where you were. Did you even see that? Did you foresee this? Because last year, your record, if I'm not mistaken, you had a win.
A win.
A1.
Not 8.
No, a win.
A win.
Like one.
One win.
Okay, you guys had one win, and then you turn around and you win the whole thing, Division 3. I mean, that's just mind-blowing to me.
So that's the most amazing part for me is like, yeah, last year we went 1-19.
God.
We went 0-12 in league. We couldn't score any runs. We couldn't stop anybody.
Jeez.
And we played
No
summer.
offense, but
no,
yeah.
no, that's. But like I tell everybody, like it was part of the process. I never told the kids. I never told anybody. But I took this job knowing that we were gonna lose every game in the beginning, and that's the hardest thing to do. Knowing that you're gonna lose a game.
That's tough.
How do
That's
you?
a hard pill to swallow.
It's a hard pill. But I knew coming into this job, from the very beginning.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. There's nothing coming back. Nobody's interested in playing there.
Okay.
And I knew that I was going to start below ground.
Wow.
Below.
Wow.
So I'm like, it's the hardest thing to do. It's hard to stay motivated, but you got to ride through it. You got to ride through it to get to get where you want to get.
Okay.
So anyways, last year we went 1-19, couldn't compete with anybody. And I knew it, but I had a young team, a lot of 9th and 10th graders, and it's like every practice is like, okay, we're going to perfect this. Okay, now we're going to perfect this. Every practice, just learning something, getting better. And then come summer ball, I was kind of wondering if we should play. I put them in a summer league, and we went 7-7 in summer league.
Oh, there you go.
And it's like, yeah, it's summer league. You don't really keep score, but you kind of do keep score. And they won. They were winning, and I was like, okay, now they're learning how to win.
Okay.
First thing to do is learn how to play.
Wow.
The second thing is like you got to learn how to win.
You have to walk. No, sorry. You have to crawl before you walk, right?
Yeah.
that's the phrase, and that's what you're doing. That's what you're teaching them. That's how you guys started.
Yeah.
And later on today, we'll have a special guest that was a big reason as to where you got today. Because as a coach, you could only do so much. Am I right?
Yeah.
You can teach them the ways and show them the ways, but it takes the players to do what they have to do.
It takes the players to buy in to what
to
believe what you're saying.
Exactly. So big shout out to the team.
At the score. Yeah.
Big shout out to the team. Anthony, let's go, baby. Let's go.
We
can. I wanted it. I wanted to shout out to the team in whole for believing and putting in the work, because the coach will get blamed if they lose, and they'll get praised if they win. But it takes a team too. It takes a whole family. Yeah. So go on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So then summer, and then we played fall, did well, and then here comes spring when things count.
Okay.
We lose the first one, heartbreaker, and then we win the second one.
Okay.
And then we win the third one.
Spring as in season.
Spring regular season. Yes.
We're okay. Yes. Yeah. We're okay. Yeah. I got
so
you.
now we play the second game of the Division 3 team. We play them and we beat them, and then we started playing more games, and we play Monroe and we beat them 11-1, and then we play Arleta and we beat them 13-3.
I saw that.
I'm like, okay.
I saw that. I saw that you guys were beating teams in my eyes that you guys shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Or no one expected you to beat. And I saw that, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
So now we're winning league games. Now we're winning games. I'm like, okay. Now it's clicking.
Yeah.
That's where you see it.
Yeah.
When we beat those two teams in league, it's like, okay.
Wow.
Now they're getting it.
Wow.
And honestly, other than the championship game, the biggest accomplishment was finishing 4th in our league. We finished below the we finished below the 3 Division 1 teams in our league. So it was
remind me again, okay?
Verdugo, North Hollywood, and then us.
And then who else was below you?
Arleta, Grant, and Monroe.
Which those teams are supposed to beat, and they're supposed to beat you guys.
They should be beating us. So
and
to
you
me,
took it to them.
Yeah, and to me that was huge.
That is huge.
Like
that is huge.
Yeah, that was the biggest accomplishment. Forget about the winning the championship for a second. Finishing 4th is like that big. Was special for me.
That's big because you're looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah, exactly.
And someone that doesn't know are saying, "Yo, Vic,
4th?
You guys came in 4th." Like, not to burst your bubble, but you know.
Yeah.
But if you know baseball and you know the way the divisions are, et cetera,
Sorry, let me I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut you off real quick. That's
Yeah.
why the 15 and 14 don't matter to me.
You're right.
I don't care about the 15
Right.
and 14.
100%.
I care about where we finish in league.
Yes.
And then where we finish at the end.
Exactly.
That was like the two most.
Yeah, and I saw that. So I looked at the record. I'm like, the record doesn't show you truly who the team was. And, you know, the very obvious reasons or a lot of other reasons why, players, et cetera, et cetera. But I saw that and I'm like, if you're looking at just paper, which is why you play the game, guys, you wouldn't assume that the team was as good as they were. And they did a great job.
Yeah. Keep in mind, too, it was our best. It was Chavez's best season since 2016 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's huge.
So Coach Sotelo strikes again.
Strikes again. Strikes again.
That's amazing. Congrats to you. Congrats on being the champion. How does it, real quick, before we go on our break, how does it feel now that you guys won it? Because now I will say I noticed you have a very young team. So I know how I'd feel. I'd be like, okay, we won. Obviously, you're super happy. You have a young team. So now the expectations are higher.
Yes.
Now you're not the underdog. Sotelo's not going to be the underdog. No.
I might have to leave.
You have to win.
I might have to go to another school then.
Oh, no. You got to win now. You got to do back to back. So how does it feel to win? And where do you see the team moving forward for next season, considering you do have a very young team? And I don't know how this works, so it's a two-ended question, but do you guys get bumped? Or you guys stay in D3? Do you know?
I think they bump it every 2 years. So because of the previous 5-6 years of what happened, because actually, no, like 16, 17, they were D1. Actually, Chavez was bumped up to D1 after the 2015 year.
Because they did so well.
They made it to the finals, and they bumped them up to D1.
Okay.
They were there for two or 3 years. Okay. And they bumped them back down to D2.
Okay.
And then they bumped us down more because of our record.
Right, but my thing is this. My question is this: for some of you may or may not know, I think the way they do it is they realign the divisions. But my question is, once you're a champion at a division, do you have to wait for the realignment? Or do you just automatically get bumped?
I don't know the question. I know every 2 years they do the change. Okay, every 2 years they realign.
So you could be Division 3 again next year as defending champs, and you're gonna have to defend your title.
Yep.
So, how does it feel to be a champ first?
It feels good. It definitely monkey off my back from it takes the sting away from 2014.
Okay.
I wish those players were there to experience what I experienced this year.
Wow.
Because it was pretty.
He's talking about your Fulton team.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Fulton players.
Yeah. It was fun.
Jaguars, right?
Jaguars, yeah.
The Jaguars, all right. Okay, now expectations for this coming up year.
Just keep developing. Like you said, we're young. I don't have a lot of seniors.
Okay.
So, again, I'm not just thinking about this year. I'm thinking about next year. So, if we do get bumped up to D2, I want to do well in D2.
Okay.
So,
of course.
Do well this year. Keep developing the players and I want to do well in the league as well. Like, I want to beat those Division 1.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what division we're in.
Yeah.
You want to finish, like you said, you came in 4th in your league.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, next year, you finished 3rd. Hey,
Yeah.
You finished 2nd. Like, I want to keep going up. That's the main thing. Just keep moving up, keep getting better, keep competing, and just make it tough on everybody.
I want to give a quick shout out to the Division 2 finals, which was Southgate, which is a bittersweet for me. Actually, it's very bitter. Actually, it's not bittersweet. I have a history with Southgate, but shout out to Southgate and shout out to Franklin. I believe it was the other finalist there. I saw the game. It was after your game, and amazing baseball. I mean, the level of play, I was very surprised and very impressed. And it was a huge crowd. You guys had a great crowd too, but it was a great game to watch. So when you said Division 2, it reminded me of them. It was a game that ended as a walk-off in extras in the ninth.
Yeah.
The 9th. In high school baseball, you play 7, just so if you guys don't know. So best of luck to you in the next season. If you go to D2, just know these guys can play.
Oh, yeah.
They're very good.
Oh, yeah.
and I saw it firsthand. I stayed back after you guys left. I think I had like 3 hot dogs.
OMG.
It was fun. A great baseball. Shout out to them. I was Southgate. Did Southgate win? I forget. I drew a blank. Southgate won. Oh, okay. Champs Southgate D2. Amazing. But that's what you got to look up to, because there was a level of play that I saw there, and I can see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, however you want to do it, but let's say you're D3 and D2. There's a gap there.
Yep.
I see the difference.
My job is to close that gap. That's the job.
So for all of you Chavez guys, you guys got to be ready, because I've seen the level of play. You guys are champs. That's great, but to move up, you got to turn the knob, step it up a little bit more. Good luck to you guys. Best of luck. We're going to take a quick break, so we'll be right back. Thank you, guys. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Save at Home podcast and our second half here. We have a special guest. Can I call you Mr. MVP? Division 3 MVP All City, Brandon Zazueta. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
He's joining us. Vic and I were talking about your championship run. Vic, let's go back a little bit before we get into Brandon and his great season. We're going to finish off what we're discussing in regards to being a champion, getting to that championship part of it, and now defending it, and how you're going to have to level up, especially if you do go to D2. Let's wrap that up and tell me a little bit more about that aspect of it, or what you wanted to discuss.
Just the love that I've gotten. Somebody asked me, like, oh, coach, did they cry after the game? I was like, no, they were all smiles. That last week of school.
Yeah.
After we won it, everybody was in a great mood. Everybody was happy. Everybody was congratulating them. And that's what I wanted for them. Like, I'm on campus every day because I'm subbing there. But you just all the love that you get from random people, random coaches.
Wow.
Hitting you up. Hey, I remember from Fulton, I know
the
you
Fulton
wanted
years.
it. I know, and these aren't players. These are ex-coaches, ex-players from other teams that we played against.
Yeah.
Saying, like, congratulations. Like, everybody was just happy for me. One of the biggest compliments I got was from a parent.
Oh, wow.
They said, hey, good job. You guys did a great job. I was like, no, they did a good job. He's like, no, you did a good job.
Yeah.
He's like, a lot of teams get kids, that feed a feeder team.
A feeder school, which
it's
a whole other subject. Yeah.
Yeah. And you get kids that play travel ball. You don't get kids that play travel ball. You took kids that maybe played little league, maybe t-ball, and that's it, and you brought them all the way up. Whatever division it might be, you don't have that feeder team. You don't have kids that are waiting to knocking on your door, getting there.
Which is what we discussed.
Yeah, which is what we discussed.
Right.
And that was one of the biggest
not accomplishments, but positive remarks that you got back
that
from
parents. And I was like, maybe I am a pretty good coach. No, but
hey, you gotta have faith in yourself in anything you do, and it starts with you. So if you're not believing in what you're doing with these kids, then no one's gonna believe it.
Yeah,
so
and
you gotta be. Some people say you're cocky. I call it confidence.
No,
I call it confidence. I grew up where they looked at me like, that's a cocky kid. I go, I'm a confident kid.
Confident.
And I needed that.
So transitioning a little bit to Brandon.
Yeah.
Last year, he told me, he's like, I wasn't going to try out because I didn't know how high school worked. I didn't know if I was going to make the team. I was like, dude,
right.
You were going to make the team. Like, kids don't come wanting or, with prior experience or too much experience to play. You're going to be on the team. So this is a kid that probably wasn't even going to try out because he doesn't know how high school worked.
Okay, Brandon, you hearing this?
Yeah.
So 40 hits, 339 batting average, 45 ribbies, and 32 runs. Does that ring a bell?
Yep.
Yeah. Mr. MVP's here with us, Division 3 MVP All City, and you were obviously a big part of Chavez winning it all, and to hear the story that you weren't even going to play is it's just mind blowing to me. And you're also on the football team, correct?
Correct.
So kudos to you. He's playing 2 sports, and he's doing that academically, guys. Tip of the day, guys. just go to school, go to class. A lot of these kids, I played with so many. It's true. We have, and I've seen it in years past. I know plenty of coaches in the Valley. I've played with a lot of great players, but for whatever reason, we go down the wrong path, tip of the day, and we just don't even go to class. So the fact that Brandon here is not only an MVP, but he's a 2-athlete star is crazy to me. So congratulations. He's on the football team. He's on the baseball team. Let's give him a round of applause. That's amazing. That's amazing, Brandon. So tell us a little bit about what happened there, because you weren't even gonna play.
Nah.
And now you're the.
It was.
Say with me. MVP. That's awesome. You're the MVP. What do you think was the biggest difference between, because you were on the team last year that we discussed that won a game, right?
A game.
A game, not
a
eight.
game,
Not eight.
not eight.
A
I said
game.
a game.
A game.
And now, a year later, you guys are the defending champs, and you're the MVP of Division 3. What do you think happened from last year to this year? What do you think happened? Because your perspective as a ball player is completely different from the coach. Right. What was it? Explain last year compared to this year in your words. What do you think happened?
Last year, I feel like we didn't really. We knew that we weren't like good, so we just messed around, had fun, and not really played to win, just to have fun. And this year we knew we had a potential to actually like make it far in playoffs, so we took practice a little more serious, took reps more serious. Yeah. And we
like they say, they're zoned in. They're zoned in this year. That was like the whole thing that they were zone in. Yeah. Anytime somebody went off, it's like zone in, dude. Zone in.
Yeah. Last year was more of just like having fun, kind of.
You made the squad, and you're like, I got a jersey, I got a hat, I get to travel and
get out of class early.
Yeah, you get a class early. you got hey, fourth period hates you because you leave to right? I don't know. If I'm the only one, my fourth grade teacher, I don't even remember their name anymore. Fourth period teacher, sorry. They hated the fact when I had an away game. Oh, you're leaving again? Like, I gotta go. What do you want me to do? I still passed, but they hated the fact that I was leaving. Like, completely hated the fact. But it's fun. We're like, hell yeah. We're like, hey.
It's a field trip every week.
It's a field trip, and then you're like, I go to school half the time. So you guys, you took it up. You took it up a notch, like you said, and you took it serious.
Right.
What is it you think that happened from last year to this year in regards to coach, though? Because his coaching, you know, when you first meet him, you're like, well, who is this guy? What is he gonna do? Yada yada. Right. And then you guys win a game, and you're like, bro, what was the point of that? Like, I won a game all season. So what do you think was the difference with coach here where it made you guys switch? Like, what clicked? What made it click? What was it that you guys decided to say, maybe we should listen to Coach Sotelo? Do you remember something like that or anything?
It was mostly in the summer when we would actually win games.
There you go.
Yeah, in the summer we would go play, and we would actually win games, or we would compete with different teams or different schools, and it kind of clicked that we were like, maybe we do have potential this season.
Wow. So grinding it out, basically.
Yeah. Just
tell me a little bit about, you did or you didn't play baseball before high school?
I did play baseball.
Where'd you play at?
Santa Rosa.
Santa Rosa.
Yeah.
Like Little League, rec ball?
Yeah, it was Little League. I played when I was, I think, 4 until I was in 5th grade. I stopped playing. Mm-hmm. I started playing soccer.
You're a big kid for soccer.
Yeah.
Right? What are you, 6'1"?
5'11".
Oh, I thought you were about 6'1". It's because I'm a small guy, but yeah, he's 6'1". You're going to be 6'1" easy by the time you're senior year.
So when did you stop playing baseball? When you were what, 10?
I stopped playing, 11? Around 10.
Okay.
I started playing, I don't know, I just fell out of love with it.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it no more. I started playing soccer.
Yeah.
But then when I got into freshman year, I wasn't even going to play. It was just another day. I went to weight room, and I saw the baseball team. I was like, let me just go give it a try. Well, there's Quid Juan. He told me, he's like, just go give it a try. Just go play. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Went to go practice.
Nothing to lose, nothing to win.
Nothing to win. Hey, whatever happens. Let's go. Put it out there. You know?
Yeah. we went to go practice. It was cool. It was fun. And Victor talked to me. He said, "Let me get your number. I want to play. I want you to play." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down to play." And I wasn't really thinking of winning, losing, or anything like that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go play.
But you were already on the football team too.
Yeah.
Because football's before baseball.
Right.
So at least at that point you you have a sense of what it takes to be on a team and to be a student athlete and to, you know, win, et cetera, et cetera. I think that helped a little bit, but you had some fundamentals from previous play, but it's not like most kids, like you said, that they just finished playing at their current rec ball team or travel ball team or Little League, whatever the case may be. You hadn't played in a while.
Yeah, it was a while.
What did coach do for you to help you bring out that inner baseball once you started getting on the field? What do you think happened there?
I feel like I just like it brought back memories when I used to play before.
Yeah.
So I just started like getting used to it again. Started taking ground balls, and it was fun. And I started liking it more and more and more. Like I started getting the love back.
Yeah.
That I used to have, and it was just fun.
And you're a 3B, so you're in the hot corner.
Yeah.
Tell me about the hot corner. That's not an easy spot to play in any level. I don't care what division you're in. Even Little League, you're 3B. That's a tough spot.
Well, freshman year I didn't play third base at all. I used to play everywhere, but third base not really. Shortstop, second.
Yeah.
Those were like the main positions I played. But third base I started playing in the summer more often.
Yeah.
I started getting a little more comfortable. Balls were coming in hard though, but it was crazy. It was good. All I had to do was
Balls are
just,
good. Balls are, you're hot. That's why they call it the hot corner player. You keep your head on a swivel is what they say.
Sure.
That's awesome. I mean, you, if I remember correctly, what do you go 3 for 4 in the finals with 7 ribbies, something crazy like that?
3 doubles, 7 RBIs.
Jesus Christ, bro! You kidding me?
These are shots.
Oh, I was there.
Shots.
I was there.
Yeah.
You raked. Tell me a little bit about that game because once you guys are vibing and you're playing at Poly and Monroe and Grand and at your school, you get accustomed to that. But then you go to a junior college where it's a bigger field, or at least it seems it's a lot bigger because the stands are bigger, but the bases are the same.
Yeah.
But that messes with you mentally. What were you thinking that championship game? I want to know how that mentality was, because that's an interesting and very special place to be. Like you might not make it to the championship game again. So tell me about going into that game and what your mentality was and how you guys were taking it as a team.
Going into the game, I wasn't really nervous.
Really?
My adrenaline was rushing a little bit, but I was more excited more than anything.
Okay.
I was more excited because, I don't know, I was excited to be in that position to play. And I knew we could win.
Wow. I like it. Confident.
Yeah.
So we can call you MVP or Iceman because you weren't even nervous. All right. So you knew you can win. You guys had a great team.
Yeah.
Before your first pitch, when you're walking up to that batter's box, just mentally think about it. It's a longer walk, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, you're like, when am I gonna get there? When am I gonna get there? What was that thought process and that first pitch that you saw? You still weren't nervous?
When I stepped on the box, I was a little nervous. I was
right?
Now it's real.
Now it's real.
I was like, damn, I'm really
This
here.
is it.
I looked at Coach Vic for a side. He just said, swing away. He said, swing away. I was like, all right. First pitch, I took it. I was waiting for a first strike.
Yeah.
Waiting for his first strike. He caught a strike. It was inside. It was a strike, though. He caught another pitch. It was outside. I remember it was outside. I didn't like it at all. And threw me a
He's picky
curveball.
now. I like it.
He threw me a curveball, and I saw it, and I smashed it. Yeah.
Smashed it, bro.
Yeah.
Brought in 2 runs, I think.
You guys actually beat a very good team. Shout out to them. Sun Valley Magnet, right? Is what they're called.
Yeah.
Right.
Great season for them, but I think they ran into a team that was playing at a higher level and a better competition where, I just thought, once these guys get going, it's going to be tough for them to come back. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So Brandon, Mr. MVP, 7 ribbies, 3 for 4. Did they give out like an MVP award for the game?
No, they didn't.
We know you would have got it, right?
Yeah, I thought they were. I thought they did, but no.
or your freshman starter.
Freshman
Yeah.
starting pitcher. Yep.
He could have got the for that game. Shout out
6 innings, 9 Ks, 0 walks.
0 walks, which in
That's-
baseball and at our level, at high school level or any level, to not walk somebody is a big deal.
78
Crazy.
pitches, I think it was.
Wow. Amazing. The gentleman's name again, remind me?
Ivan Martinez.
That's right. It was a Martinez. Ivan Martinez. Shout out to Ivan. What up, Ivan?
Shout out to Ivan.
Shout out.
Hey, follow us on IG. Follow us on Twitter, YouTube as well. We'll be getting that up shortly.
Ivan
But,
was actually pitcher of the year.
he was
in the
pitcher of the
division.
year
Yep.
as a freshman.
As a freshman.
Ivan, bro. Okay, Ivan, look at me. You and this guy right here, you guys got to do back to back. You have to do back to back. That's it. I'm calling it right now. You're gonna have to do it. So, you got a lot on your shoulders, buddy. Thanks for being here, Brandon.
Thanks for having me.
And best of luck next year. I think we had a special gift, Anthony, for our guest today. If you don't mind.
Is that an envelope right there? Oh.
Oh my
Oh.
God! Look at this. Thank you, sir.
J-Rob.
Thank you, sir. I'm gonna put this right here. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay. Can you give me those stickers right there, if you don't mind? Yeah. Guys, we got one of our sponsors. Look at this. Topps baseball cards. Okay, one of our sponsors is Mama Breaks. Mama Breaks. She's a professional card collector. It's a thing, like for real.
No, yeah.
This is so Mama Breaks, Stephanie, thank you. I appreciate it. You are the best. And what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna open up this box. It's Topps 2023 Series 1. There's a card in here, guys. We're gonna get a pack right now. We're all gonna open them right now and see what we get. Okay, I haven't done this since I was a kid.
Yeah,
so I'm
same
super
here.
excited. Mama Breaks, thank you. Follow her. She has a website. Let me see, Mama Breaks on IG, and she's got Mama Breaks Galaxy as well. Dripshop.live is one of her websites. That's dripshop.live. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much for this gift. One of these cards here, we might get it today. That's why I want to do it live. Is worth about $3,000. So maybe one of you guys will get it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the next guest will get it.
Finders keepers.
Oh no, these are yours for you guys for you to take, guys. So let's open this up. Oh man, this is amazing. We should have probably opened this part earlier.
Get a knife, huh?
Mm,
Might want to edit this out right here.
hold on.
Ingas, no.
Chinga su madre. All right.
COVID's not a thing anymore, right?
No, I hope not. All right, check this out, guys. This is I mean I don't know. I collected baseball cards as a kid. I was never able to afford a whole box, by the way.
No.
So this
And
is
the packs were like less than $1.
I don't
back
even
then?
know what they
You remember?
go for now.
No, back then.
Oh yeah.
I want to
yeah.
say they're like less than $1.
I don't know, but this is awesome. Oh no, wait, Series 1. Okay. Stephanie, I don't know what I'm supposed to hobby exclusive. I'm gonna leave this one to the side. I have to call you, Stephanie, about it because I don't know what that is. But anyways, here's the first pack. Mr. MVP, you get the first pack. Congratulations. Didn't you get Coach of the Year?
I did get Coach of the
You
Year.
did get Coach of the Mr. Coach of the Year gets the second pack. Hello. Look, he's already trying to grab it. And I'm going to
Take it
get
back.
the third pack. Let's put this aside. Shout out to Topps. Mama Breaks, thank you. eBay, thank you. One of our sponsors. And let's see what we get. I'm super excited.
Don't
All right,
fold
be
'em.
careful. Do not fold them. Brandon, do you collect cards?
Nah, I don't.
Oh, we're about to start, player. Okay, let me see. Wow. This is dun dun dun. Let's see what we get. Oh, I think I have something special. You know why? Because you can see the way it's. You can't see it, but
Nah.
look.
Nah.
Look how it's not the same as the other ones. It's got a little curve. No, you didn't get one. Let me, Brandon. Look. You see how that one's not the same. Woo! I might have got the lucky one. What'd you get, Coach? Show me one.
The good one was this one.
No,
Bieber McKenzie 1-2 punch.
One. Oh, show it on the screen. Show that one.
Bieber McKenzie.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let me see here. I got Joey Votto. Boom. Brad Miller. Luis Roberts. Luis Robert from the White Sox. Yeah, that guy hits bombs, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Big.
He's a big guy. I remember this, dude. 6'2", 220 from Cuba. Cuban. Kevin Kiermaier. I'm sorry.
Love that guy.
I got Shea Langoliers. I don't know.
Never heard of him.
Jonathan Daza. Eric Fedi. I've got Jose Altuve, which, as Dodger fans, we're not big fans of this guy, but
That's trash, isn't that?
that trash. Hold on. Antonio Sensatella from the Colorado Rockies. And then I got a Topps ace, Jacob DeGrom, when he's with the Mets. Anthony, look at this one. Can you zoom in on this one? Boom. I think this is it's a special. It's like this. It's called All Aces.
That was pretty.
And it's like,
sick,
it has like a little shine, like a little gloss to it. I think this is, I can't imagine this is the $3,000 card. No offense to Jacob, but I would assume maybe like, who would you
Maybe
think?
somebody
Acuna?
Tommy John 3.
Oh, yeah, poor guy. Yeah. Danny Jimenez. Oh, look at this. Freeman, Goldschmidt, and McNeil. That's pretty cool. Kenley Jansen. Of course, I'd get Kenley Jansen, which honestly, I was never a big fan of Kenley. But anyways, this was dope. What did you get, Brandon? What'd you get?
You got this one.
What did you get?
Check that one out.
Let me see. Judge, Ramirez, and Tucker, AL leaders. This is dope. What else you got? Wait, he's got to know his cards. Look at you. You really got stuck. Look at he going way back. He took your cards away.
Two more right here.
What'd you get? Any ball players you like that you got on there? Oh, that one right there I think is a special.
Yeah, I think it is. It's.
What is it? Is it signed? No, it's not. Wait, hold on though.
Is there a signature on it?
Mama Break Stephanie Seiya Suzuki, but it looks like I want to say this is back in the. Let me see. It looks like a retro card. So sorry, I don't know about cards, guys.
It does look.
It is a retro card. Yeah. So and it's got a little gloss here. I'm not sure what we got or didn't get, but anyways, besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Actually, we have some gifts for you.
Oh, a little gift. Yeah, buddy. What is it? What do we got?
Couple of our hats, home and away.
Oh, no way. Let me see. Oh, guys, look at this. Look at this. This reminds me of the new Cleveland, the Indians hat.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is obviously the CHAVEZ. This is amazing. Wow, you guys did not have to do this, but I'm really digging this hat. This is dope. That's
my favorite.
What was it?
That's my favorite.
This is your favorite too? Yeah, this does look
nice, clean, simple.
It is. This is the away hat?
That's the home one.
Oh, that's a home one. Okay, this is the away hat.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe we can you guys do me a huge favor and give me your autograph? Can you guys autograph these for me?
Oh, yeah.
This is dope. Look at this. You got to let the MVP go first.
No, of course.
MVP. So just anywhere you want. This is great. Is it going to work? Oh, it's not going to. Well, let me see. Anthony, do you have a black one? I might have a black one. Here, try. Yeah, it's going to blend in because the bottom's gray too.
What about on the top?
On the back. What do you mean?
On the top.
You mean over here?
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, that's dope. Sign it right here. Right? I would write obviously your signature and your number, so then we can differentiate the yours and his. That is awesome. Thank you guys. Cesar Chavez, champions D3 in the city of San Fernando. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you guys for these amazing gifts. I want to make sure I don't forget anything. Like I said, big shout outs to All American for giving us this jersey. This is our summer ball jersey. Shout out to Ambiance Realty. That's who I work for. Thank you guys for coming. Congratulations on being champions. It's not easy. It takes a lot, so congrats. Thank you for the gift. It's Father's Day special edition. So you want to give a quick shout out to your dad for being a great father? I mean, it's Father's Day.
Yeah. So shout out to my dad. Happy Father's Day. He never went to my games growing up.
Yeah.
Because what was he doing?
Work.
Yeah, he's cleaning offices.
Of course.
But now he's retired. Now he's like, you have to go to my game.
He's at every game.
He's at every game.
I've seen him.
Every game.
Every time I go see you, he's there.
Yeah.
So I know that's true.
There's no excuses anymore.
No excuses.
No excuses. So shout out to him.
Brandon?
Shout out to my dad, always at the games.
Always at the
Always.
games.
Never misses.
Shout out to my mom for being a father. So, gracias, Mom. I love you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Feliz Día de los Padres a todos.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. And once again, congratulations. Thank you for coming today, guys. It was a great, great show. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again, guys. See you on the next episode.
Thanks.
Peace.